Hello, everybody. Um, Today I'm just gonna talk about some certain things. Well, anyways, happy birthday to one of my friends, Chosen Warrior. Go, go subscribe to Chosen Warrior One's channel. And today's his birthday, so happy birthday to you and Nicholas Knight and my friend Jonathan A. Moline. And basically, well, I would say the Kmart Crusader I relate most to would be Sweetie Belle, because her sister's always busy and stuff. She barely has any time to talk to her sister, and when she does, it's just like small talk most of the time. And it's kind of like how I feel, because my sister's always busy with work and hang out with her friends and stuff. And then basically another thing is that she also is also busy with, sometimes going to her boyfriend's apartment and hang out there with him. Well, I just stay here with my mom. But yeah, I feel like I relate to school. I feel like I relate to Sweetie Belle more than anyone else. And basically, I just like I the thing she sings. I like to sing, and then I have two other friends. Like, I have two friends that are just like me, kind of, because I have like a really close best friend, and me and her we're like really close, and we like the same things and everything, and we like each other as sisters. So I'd probably say she would probably be maybe. I think she would probably be like Apple Bloom, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what probably she would be, since she lives with her uncle, I think it is, and she calls him Mr. Timmy. Anyways, yeah, basically, she is like Apple Bloom because she has a bunch of farm animals at her house, like pigs, chickens. So yeah, she'd be Apple Bloom. So yeah, basically that's what and basically which Kmart Crusader I relate to. But like, it's weird because I'm Sweetie Belle. Like, I'm like Sweetie Belle, but I'm also like say like the main six. I'm also like Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. Like, like around my friends, I'm like Pinkie Pie because I'm like all crazy and silly and stuff. But when I'm with someone I don't know, I'm like Fluttershy. I'm all shy and everything. But the thing is, I also like animals, and Fluttershy likes animals, and I want to care for animals. Like um, like like be an animal rescue person, so I can rescue animals. But I can't do that because for some odd reason, it just like it never really happened. So I was just like, seriously? But I just I just watched the video of my friend, Bright Rose, go to her channel. She did a video on Scootaloo, on what she thought about Scootaloo video. But yeah, I was just like I was surprised about what she said and stuff, and most of the stuff were kind of like on point with her with Scootaloo. But the thing is, um, there like there are sometimes like I don't like. I know I'm showing off on this, but yeah, basically, like other things I'd probably say that I'd relate with Sweet Belle with is being like being like out of the crowd and stuff, and being bullied I got bullied a lot when I was in school. Like from probably 5th grade and all the way up. That's how much I got bullied. From 5th grade all the way up until graduation. That's a pretty long time of being bullied. And I know how I kind of like can relate to Sweetie Belle because she loves to sing, she loves to be herself, but she would get bullied before she got Kmart. She would get bullied because people would say call her blank and stuff, but she didn't mind it. She would just she would just ignore them. But with Apple Bloom, she was scared, and I feel like I can relate to both. Like the part where Apple Bloom gets scared and doesn't like people bullying her because it makes her feel bad. That's how I feel. I feel a little bit like Apple Bloom because I didn't like it when people bullied me because it made me feel bad. It hurt my feelings because people would say really rude stuff to me and ask me personal questions that didn't need to be asked. And I don't like people these days are getting really stupid. Like kids these days, they're like, oh, because there's like this girl that used to live in the house close to my house where I live, and she bullied this girl because she was like overweight or something, and she put a freaking whether it was like like uh sticky note and basically she put the sticky note on the back of the girl's jacket and said "kick me" on there. Or it said I'm ugly or something like that, or I'm fat or something like that, something mean. And I was close to telling her, don't do that. You're bullying her. Do you want to be counted as a bully? Because that's not right. And then just like yesterday, I think it was. Sorry if I'm getting off topic, but this is not only important, I would say, but just yesterday, one of my friends I knew from school, like me and her, like kind of like really close friends, just like me and my friend that I have known since 8th grade, and she was in 7th. So I've known her since 8th grade up until I graduated. And yeah, I just commented on her picture because she had puppies and was selling them just for the stupid vet bills. I'm like, if you have pets and you're selling them, even though they're mutts, that's kind of like one of the technical terms for it. And then whatever her sister or something got over upset about it. And then she's like, don't say that. If you have any questions, don't be rude about it. I'm like, I wasn't being rude about it. But it's weird because like all I said was her dogs were mutts because that's the technical term because her dogs were not pure breeds. They were freaking mix of a German Shepherd mix and a Terrier. That's a mutt right there because I don't care. My dog's a mutt because he's poodle and another mix. So that counts him as a mutt. And I just I just don't get why people get over upset on Facebook. So I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. So I just blocked her because and then she freaking got her friend into it, which is another friend that she knew from school, and said, hey, look at this, and then she's like, da da da, and saying all this other bullcrap, so I'm like, screw it. I'm like, seriously? You're gonna do that? So I'm just gonna block you. So I blocked her. I'm sick of the bullcrap that people put on Facebook, starting drama and stuff. All I did was say that her dog was a mutt, because that's a technical term for a dog that is a mixed breed. And she was gonna sell the dogs for $100. I'm like, seriously, you're selling puppies for $100? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stop because I don't want to start crap or anything like that. I'm just not. Anyways, basically back to the point as I put on my live stream that basically I feel like like, I feel like sometimes people bother me and stuff. Like, there's this certain thing that's going on in my mind right now, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to start crap with anybody or anything like that. But have you guys, like, I'm gonna ask you guys, you know, just really bored at the moment, and been trying to get hold of my friends, but they're not responding to me, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. But yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, one of my, as I was saying with the whole, which humor, which I relate to, basically it's obviously either Sweetie Belle or maybe Apple Bloom, probably a mix of both, because like I don't really live around farm animals, but I love animals, but I'm also like, it's hard to explain, but like I also feel like sometimes people can, like, there's some people in the fandom who relate to, who have a certain one that they can relate to full on. Mine is like a mix. Like, mine's a mix of Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom. And not really Skulu, just mainly Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom. But yeah, with Sweetie Belle, like, she can't really cook that well, and I can kind of cook, but it's mainly small stuff. It's not like big stuff. And like, I can really relate to Sweetie Belle because me and my sister barely talk anymore. Like, we talk sometimes, but mainly it's just like small talk on like, hey, how are you doing, or saying, like, telling her stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just like, I think I relate most to Sweetie Belle, a little bit to Apple Bloom, but not very much. Like, I kind of like relate to Apple Bloom because she is afraid of what people will think of her and stuff, and she was really afraid when her cousin was coming because she loved her cousin and everything. And her cousin comes, and then she starts bullying her with the bullies that already bullied her, and then basically it comes down to basically uh, it comes down to basically her it comes down to Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Skulu all getting bullied by Apple Bloom's cousin, and then they try to pull a prank on her, like try to mess up their float for her. And when she takes it, they have a timer set and everything, and you guys know the whole episode. Anyways, yeah, I felt like she kind of deserved it a little bit, and kind of not, because they didn't want they basically didn't, like, she kind of did deserve that since she was bullying her and her friends. She kind of deserved that because usually, most of the time, bullies don't get punishments because people are too afraid to tell because they'll feel like they'll be tattletales or whatever, and they don't want to be called tattletales or called mean names. So I just, but yeah, I actually, but another thing that then they go back, and then once they save her life, she finds out that she's like, why'd you guys save me? I've been bullying you. And they're like, because they figured out that basically they found out from Applejack that she basically that her cousin was bullied when she like because her cousin lived in Manhattan, I think it was. So yeah, and they lived in Ponyville. And when she came to Ponyville, she was getting bullied in Manhattan. So when she came to Ponyville, she said go with the crowd because she didn't like being bullied. And that's how most people are. Most bullies either go with the crowd and bully other people than just staying there because instead of just letting other people get bullied. Like one of my friends I know, her sister's friend was bullying my friend because she has epilepsy. So when she had her seizures, her sister's friend, because her sister's younger than her sister's friend decided to call her epileptic girl. And I told her, don't do that. How'd you feel if I was bullying you? And she's like, well, I wouldn't like it. I'm like, see? And then she's like, well, I'm still gonna bother her. I'm like, well, put her sister on the phone. So she did. I told her sister that basically if you're friends with someone that is bullying your sister, your older sister, just don't be friends with them. Tell them that I cannot be friends with you because you're bullying my sister, and that's not right at all. That's wrong. So basically, she but yeah, I just don't get it most of the time. But yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of stress lately most of the time. That like there's most of the time um that I don't like I've been really stressed out lately, but it's really I probably shouldn't say anything about it because it's probably just gonna cause something up and I don't like that. But yeah, just gonna go on. The thing is, like I always hated school because every time when I was like, I just despised going to school because I knew if I went to school, I would get bullied. Anyways, most of the time, I would get bullied because either it's something they see or something they heard. And there was basically, I remember when I was in school, there was a rumor going around, even though my best friend we're just pretending like it. We weren't really actually, but we weren't making fun of them either. People said in school that me and my best friend were lesbians, and we weren't. We were full on straight. We had boyfriends at the time. It was just a freaking rumor going around. And at one point, I guess there's a rumor going around that I basically masturbated with a freaking highlighter, which I didn't do that. I don't do that kind of crap. That's nasty. And highlighters could easily, it's just hard to explain, but anyway. Yeah, I don't do that kind of crap. And it just really upset me that they said that. And I was just like, seriously? So basically, um, I just did freaking, and that dude was an idiot anyway. My sister had a nickname for him. So, yeah. But, yeah. I don't know what to do anymore. Really. But, yeah, basically, I don't know if I should stop this live stream because basically, no one's really looking at it. And, oh, yeah, also, it was like it. Anyways, happy late birthday to my friend Kujat Limerin and my friend MC, also known as Leg the Leg on Skype. But yeah, most of my friends are putting on there. That's it usually shows up, but yeah. Um, like I know some people don't really like what I say sometimes, and I don't really know that I said some bad things. And it's just weird. Like, but yeah. Sometimes I feel like I've been making so many freaking mistakes in my life that I've totally screwed things up with people, sometimes with friends or, like either friends or relationships, and it just bothers me sometimes. And I'm just sitting there, like when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm just sitting there like thinking, am I just gonna screw this up, or is that person gonna leave me because of something that I've done? And then I start really worrying and stuff. And mostly, basically, when I was younger, well, not really when I was usually, yeah, basically when I was younger, I didn't have any boyfriends or anything like that. I didn't really have any friends because I was, the kind of outcast in my class when I was younger. And basically, no one else would want to hang out with me, I guess. So I would just sit there, quiet, not talking to anybody. But then when I got older, I got friends and stuff like that. And then after that, like, the weird thing was my sister, when she was younger, she had a freaking boyfriend. I'm just like, how the freak does that happen? But yeah, like I don't like telling my sister things that I think because she probably will yell at me and get upset. But I feel like her relationship, like she's in a bad relationship because sometimes her boyfriend, because they share a kind of like apartment together, my sister and her boyfriend. And basically, sometimes when her boyfriend doesn't want her there, he'll he'll take her in his car and drive her home, and then just go back up to his apartment. I'm like, seriously? When you're dating someone and you don't want them there, you don't do that. You don't do that kind of stuff to a girlfriend. Like that's like because they've been dating ever since he was in high school and he graduated. That's how long they've been dating. And it's just really frustrating for me because my sister, she'll get upset and then she'll start crying. And then when I try to help her out, she lashes out in anger at me and telling me to stop trying to help. When I like helping people out. That's like what I like to do. And I sometimes when I'm doing jokes, I take it way too far, and then it gets people upset. But it's not my fault. I don't know when I'm going too far. And when I do, people say you're going too far, and then I stop, and I start getting sad because I took something way too far, and I feel like I've screwed up, and then I just stop talking to the person, start crying because I feel like I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. So I've done this before. When I was dating someone, I took it too far with his brother. I'm not gonna mention his name, but I took it too far with his brother, and he just told me, he just like stop, and I just stopped, and I just started crying like silently because I don't like people knowing about it. Because that's most time when I'm like when I'm sad or something bad, or when I'm sad or someone has hurt my feelings, I'll cry silently. I don't cry like, but when I'm with myself, like by myself, I'll just let it all out, start crying or sobbing, and it just bothers me that I just don't get it. But sorry, I got on to weird subject. I'll just stop talking. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to topics now. Because I always go off topics a lot. But yeah, basically, I just like, oh, and another thing, like these are like my like my reaction to, basically, since I've never really played the game, I never had a preview of the game or anything like that, or demo. But I would say Sims 4 Cats and Dogs seems like a really fun game for your computer because it's a computer game, not any game systems or anything like that. Basically, you can pick from the dogs that they have. You can change the way their ears look. You can change their tail look, and you can change if they're fluffy or normal. And you can put like designs on them, you know, and you basically can put like different stuff on them and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like if you're doing like a FNAF thing, you could like take, because they have a fox and they have fox raccoon. You could take like the fox and then like make it to where the fox has like, um kind of uh like a metal hand kind of look kind of thing on it, like a metal paw, and then have like the stuff going up and stuff. It's just weird, but it's cool. But yeah, basically that's it. But yeah, that's basically mostly what I've been talking about. But to go on a different topic. Well, I'm really excited for season 8. Like, I hope her parents are not lesbians. Like, I'm not against that or anything like that. Like, lesbians are okay. I actually have a good friend who's a furry. She's a lesbian. So I'm not against lesbian or gay people or anything like that. But if Scootaloo's parents are lesbians, there's some people who don't like that kind of stuff. And they're probably going to get really upset with Hasbro. Kind of like how people got upset with Hasbro with Derpy's eyes. Because they're derped. And that's why but her like actual name is Muffins. So yeah, it's kind of a weird name for a pony. Her cue mark isn't even muffins. Why call her that? I don't get it. But I guess it's probably because she eats muffins. Anyways, but yeah, I was kind of upset about that when they changed it because I liked it when she had the derp dye. It made her look cute, and I guess it was kind of like it was an accidental error, and then people liked it, and then they just stuck with it. And then they had to change it, and her voice too. It was normal. It was like she sounded like all cute and stuff, and then when it went to the like where they redid it, it was just normal voice and everything. It just really made me upset. I'm just like, seriously, people, like adults got way too upset with that, and they had to change it, which I think is stupid because why get over upset with something? They're not making fun of someone who has their eye that's like kind of like their eyes are like kind of like one's looking up and one's looking straight. You know, they don't have it that way. It was an accident. It wasn't their fault. It was a freaking animation error. Why get mad at them for that? That just really upsets me that they did that. And I think some people can agree. But some people are very rude in the fandom. Some people, like to do rant videos on other people, which I don't do that kind of stuff because that's just one, that's wrong. Two, that's like internet bullying. Three, that's just pointing out that you don't know how to deal with things without doing without without telling the person to their face they do it on the internet. I'm like, dude, just call them up on Skype, or if you have the number, call them and say, hey, can you please not do this? It bothers me. You don't just freaking make fun of them, play a joke on them. That's just not right at all. Like, I don't do that to people because it's not funny. It's not right. Because how would that person feel if someone did a rant video about them and said, oh, they do this and they do that, and they're really stupid, or they're doing retarded things? How would they feel if someone did that to them? I'm not going to point out anyone's names who does rant videos because it's not important. And two, I'm keeping their names confidential because they are probably upset at me and probably try to do a rant video about me. They threatened once because I was just trying to help out a friend, and they were like, stop trying to be friends with this person and stuff. It was just really frustrating, and like sometimes people do things out of anger because one of my friends I know, not gonna mention their name, they basically kind of like they apologized for it, but yeah, one of my good friends, she's really nice and she kind of like she likes to help me out with things and stuff. yeah. Sometimes, like, now that I know what it's felt like to be ignored, like, I can understand what my friends felt like when I was ignoring them, and they kept on getting annoyed by it because I would, I've told them many times I have ADD, which means attention deficit disorder, which means I can't do two things at once. Like if I'm watching TV and I'm gonna call with Skype, I get distracted watching the TV, and then that certain person got mad. I mean, I kind of know how they feel now because one of my friends I know, they basically were like yesterday they're really ignoring me, like they're role playing with somebody while watching TV, and they barely even talked to me, even though they said, "Hey, I need to talk to you," or "I need you," or something. I called them, and I had to call with one of my friends I was in on Facebook, and then all they did was just sit there, not talk. They only said like, "Oh, how do you spell this? How do you spell that?" When they're like kind of easy words to spell, like, and you're still in school and you don't know how to spell these words, like these like first grader words. They asked me to spell. Like some were first grader words that you can easily spell, and some of them were like, you know, when you get older, you learn words, like a lot more words. But it's just weird. I just don't get it. But yeah, like the reason why I've made any videos a long time because I've been busy with other things like talking to, well, not really busy, but I've been like distracted with other stuff like talking to friends, being stressed out because of things. But like sometimes, like I feel like someone's like I sometimes feel like sometimes when I'm with someone, I sometimes feel like I'm in a bad relationship or something, and then I break up with that person, and then I realize that they weren't doing anything wrong, anything like that, and then I go back out with them, and then I figure out that I was right, that they have been doing, like they have been like it has been a bad relationship, and it stresses me out, and I've been stressed out for a little while now, like yesterday and then today I've been stressed out because a certain person was really was ignoring me even though I was talking to them. Like I tried talking to them and they just like, still ignored me, and then I was like, fine, I'm gonna ignore you then. So I just did something else. And I'm really stressed out and I'm close to crying right now. I'm sorry guys. Like on my old YouTube account, like XD Gothic and XD actually cried in a video because it was really heartwarming and stuff. But what the person said and everything and their reaction or whatever to something. And it was my reaction to their reaction of a reaction or something. But yeah. I just don't know what to do with my life anymore because I feel like I'm either messing things up with certain friends or certain relationship, and it's just bothering me, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Like no one's really watching my videos anyways. I only have like 9 subscribers, which that's not very much because on my old account I had like a lot of subscribers, plus a few accounts I subscribed to it, which was 2, I think. No, it's 3. 3 subscribers, I think. No, 2, because I deleted one account, so the shared account with one of my friends, with one of my exes. But yeah, 2 accounts, which is this account and then another one, which is Angel VA Singing. Those 2 accounts, like, I subscribed to that account with those 2 accounts. So basically, I got like that's like only 2 subscribers that are my account. The rest are just people from my friends list on Skype or whatever, or and saw my and I had a lot of friends who would join or something like that, and some of them wouldn't, some of them would join. I had a few watchers sometimes, but now since I made a new channel because I forgot the other one's password, because it was on my old computer, and I should put the password in a freaking notebook or something so I could remember it. And the same with my freaking old Steam account. I don't have that anymore because my old Steam account I forgot like the username and the password for it. And so I had to create a new one. I have a new one now, but I can't add any people. People have to add me. It's just annoying, and I'm just gonna probably end it here because I'm not gonna really do anything at all today, really, except for just be really sweaty because this freaking house is freaking warm to me for some reason. Either that or I'm getting dehydrated, so I'm gonna go and then live stream here. See you guys in the next one.